just wanted to make a quick video. I've always wanted to discuss this, but I haven't had the chance to, so I decided why not. So I feel like I could make the world a better place. Not just me alone, obviously. I feel like we all need to come together to make it a better place. But I feel like I can have a big influence on it. But obviously I can't do that right now because of funds and my current situation and everything. But I just wanted to share my plan on what I'm gonna do to kind of help those in need and everything, because I've had this idea in my head for the longest, and hopefully no one out there will steal it. Like I'm really passionate about this, and I feel like the reason why I was brought on this earth was to make people laugh and help people out like that are in need. And that's why I want to be famous. That's why I want to be rich. So I've always wanted to be an actress, and everybody knows that knows me very well, that has been my dream since I was 7 years old. I don't want to earn like $5 billion or something, and then when I get the money, I literally like use it all on like really dumb materialistic things. Like I feel like people are rich, they earn millions and millions of dollars, and they don't give back to anybody. They're very selfish with their money, and I don't want to be like that. If I earn $1 million, guess what the first thing I'm gonna do? Like, I'm not gonna go and buy $1 million house right away and like have like 10 rooms. Who is gonna stay in these rooms? And I have a yard big enough for like 4 houses to fit in the backyard. Like, I feel like I don't need all that. Like, I need a house for me and my 2 kids. That is all that matters to me. Like, and I want to give my mom her own house with all bills paid and everything, because she has done so much for me. She has been there for me from the get-go. She, right now, in my opinion, is the only one that actually has my back right now and supports me in what I want to do. So she tells me all the time that she can't wait until I make it, because she believes in me and she knows that I can do it, which I know I can do it too. So I'm gonna put her and my kids first, and do what I have to for them. And then after that, once I start making like the big bucks or whatever, that's when I plan to give to charities and give, you know, donations to anything that needs to be donated. Obviously I'm gonna watch out for scams and stuff, but I want to help out mostly like the kids and the youth, the people that really need it, like especially the kids that don't have anything. I want to help out. Like, I know like the Toys for Tots and stuff like that, I want to give so much to those, because I have been blessed enough to get pretty much whatever I wanted as a kid growing up. And I'm not saying that I grew up with a golden spoon in my mouth or whatever. I'm saying that I was blessed enough that my mom did whatever she could for me as if I wanted it, and I didn't have to struggle, just like I don't have to struggle now. Like, my car was in the shop once, and to get it out was $500. And I was ready to have my car back. At the time, I did not have the $500. She gave me the $500 that she technically she didn't have. Like, she had it, but she needed it for something else, and she gave it back to me. Yeah, she promised as long as I gave it back to her, which I was able to later on, but she gave me that money so I could get my car out the shop, when I'm the one that put it in the shop in the first place and didn't think about the consequences. So that's what I mean by I've gotten so much, and I appreciate all of it. Sometimes she doesn't know I appreciate it, but I do. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart, and always have and always will. So I want my kids to grow up the same, to be able to appreciate things. I don't want them to take things for granted. I don't want them to think mommy's rich, whatever, she'll buy me a Lambo if I want it. Like, I don't want to just do that. I want them to earn it. I want them to be happy. I want them to appreciate it. I don't want them to think that things are just handed to them just because of who they are or who their mom is or whatever. So that's not what I want. So I want to help those in need. Like, I told my mom that I kind of want to be like a young Oprah, sort of. But the thing is, Oprah gave away things for free, but she also helped people start up their own businesses and stuff. So what I want to do, like, I would love to come out with a show one day that I have young people come on there that are pursuing their dream, that want to pursue their dreams, and I want them to be able to kind of show off their talent on my show, and then I hook them up with a talent agency or whatever they need. So if a young music artist, you know, is trying to get their music out there but they're not, I'm gonna go searching. So I'm gonna like be on like SoundCloud, I'm gonna be doing all types of stuff, and then when I find certain stuff, you know, that person's trying to get out there and I really like, I like what I hear, or I like what I see, I'm going to invite them on my show. I'm going to have them kind of explain, you know, what they like, what they want to do and stuff. And then depending on what they have, I can hook them up. Like, you know, with musical artists, I could have them on the show, perform their song, and then I could hook them up with, you know, a music producer and stuff and help them get their music and stuff out there. Because I know my struggle right now. I have asked so many people that I know in the industry, in the acting industry, I've asked them for advice. What made you get to this point? How did you get to this point? Where did you start? And they don't tell me anything. Or I get the simple, go get an agent. Wow, I already know that. Thanks for the non-advice. Like, I know right now the competition is huge, but the competition is for people that aren't out there yet. So me against somebody that has never been on a TV show in their life, that's competition. If you've been in like 10 commercials and like 10 TV shows, you're on like Netflix, you're on like, I could Google your name and you're gonna have all these credits to you. There's no competition between me and you right now because you are way better than me right now. But when people ask for advice, the least you could do is help them out. Like, when I get to that point in my life and somebody asks me, wow, where did you get your start? How did this happen? I want to be able to say, so the first step I took was working. Like, I want to be able to actually give them an answer. I don't want to just ignore them and pretend they don't exist, because guess what? Your fans are the reason why you got to where you are today. So if it weren't for your fans enjoying what they see on TV and they love the character that you play and your acting skills are good enough that they love who you are and they decide to be your fan, they are the reason why you're there. They are the reason why you're getting as many views as you're getting. But then people take stuff for granted and they become so famous that they forget who their fans are. They forget who got them there in the first place. And they pretend like some magical spoon is the reason why they are where they are today. And it's not fair in my opinion. So when I get famous, I plan to keep in contact with fans, you know? I want to have like my own website or something where I can keep in contact with people, because I'm not trying to be one of those stuck up people that everyone's like, oh, well, she doesn't respond anyway, so what's the point? So I feel like I want to acknowledge everybody, like, especially now, like the views that I do get, I don't get as many, but I do appreciate the ones that I do get, even though it's really small right now. My last tattoo video I took, I'm shocked that it's already at almost 1,000 views, and I don't even know why, but I'm so thankful that it is, and the people that have commented on it and liked it and everything, like, that's awesome. So I just want to make this world a better place. I want to acknowledge people. I want to share my money. I don't want to just keep it all. Like, obviously I'm going to have investments. I'm going to put it in savings. I'm going to save away for my kids' college funds and all that. But I also want to help those in need. So like I said that my plan is, I don't want to give too much away obviously, because I would hate for somebody to steal my idea. But basically I kind of want to do like a homeless shelter type thing, but I want my homeless shelter to be more of a like welcome home feeling. I don't want them to think that they come in that night and they have to leave the next day, and and then we have to spend the time to clean and stuff for like other people, and like people are in and out, and you can do whatever, like as long as you're homeless and you need a shelter, you can just come right in, sleep for the night or whatever, and then you have like these really tiny crappy bathrooms. Like, I don't want that. Like, if I was homeless, I wouldn't even really, I mean, the shelter is great, but I don't want that. I would want somebody to help me get back on my feet. Obviously, those out there that do not want help to get back on their feet, kudos to you, whatever, that's on you, but if you need help getting back on your feet, if you just got kicked out of your apartment, if you're like completely broke, you and your kids are out on the street, you're cold, you don't know what to do, shelters, you have to leave the shelter by a certain time, you can't go back, like that sucks. So basically what I want to do, I want to help out those who are for real about making a life change, and I want them to be able to come in and say, I want to get my life together. I used to be a drug addict. I want to get my life turned around. I want to come clean. I want to get a job. I want to be able to get a house, blah, blah, blah. I want to do that. So basically what I want to do is people come in, they tell me what they want or whatever. I'm going to do a background check on people. I'm going to drug test them, obviously. And the drug test will be random after that. So if they get approved to move in and everything, they'll move into these nice rooms that are nice, and they have to keep it nice. They can't just be having it, looking trash. They can't be having drugs there. They can't be doing any of that stuff. So they have to keep the rooms nice, and we will have inspections and stuff. So they keep the rooms nice. They will get fed daily. They will have meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner available to them, free of charge, because they won't have the money right away to be paying for it and stuff. And they will have a bathroom inside of their rooms, everything like that. But they have to be willing to keep clean. They have to be willing to stay drug free. They have to be willing to actually be out there looking for a job and be willing to get on their feet. So when they go look out for jobs, I need to know you definitely went out and looked for that job. So I need proof. I need you, any place that you go to, you write it down, and you write down where you went, and then we're gonna call that place to make sure that you actually did apply for that place, and you're not just BSing so you can stay in the place or whatever that we allowed you to. And then after, like, we know that you've been making an effort and then you actually do get a job, then we still want you to stay and be able to gain some income or whatever. And then from that point on, if you're actually doing well, like, we'll give you a certain time frame, and then after a certain time frame, if you're not doing what you need to be doing and you test positive for drugs throughout the months or something, or you're doing this and that, then you're just gonna get kicked out, and then that's on you because you didn't actually make the life change. But if you are definitely making a difference, then we will help you get a home of your own. We will, and I kind of want to help low-income families too, but I don't want to move them into the ghetto. And the thing is, like, I know there are places that are nice for low-income families, but then it seems like they make it bad areas. They, the gang members come, everything like that, and it sucks. So I wouldn't mind having my own, like, community-based type place that has their own gated community and stuff, and it'll kind of start out as low income, and then basically from then on, like, the more money you make or whatever, then maybe your rent will go higher or whatever. But that's what I want. I want to help out those in need that are willing to actually do it. And then once you get on your feet and you become, like, successful or whatever, then you do you or whatever. So that's what I want to do. I just want to help. I want people that are suffering out there to not suffer anymore. I want to help kids that are out there hungry, starving, they're cold. They can't do anything though. They're selfless because they're, they can't do anything. They can't go and get a job. They can't just move out and stuff like that. And I just want to help. So This wasn't a rant video. Don't think it's a rant video, but I just feel like, you know, there's a reason that I was brought here. What makes me feel better is knowing that I help make somebody else's day better. I can still help those that actually need the help. So that's my plan when I do get famous. I'm saying that when I get famous because I know I'm going to be able to do it. I'm working really hard to get to where I need to go right now. So when you guys see my faces on billboards and stuff and in commercials and stuff, then just remember this video and what I said, because I'm gonna stick to my word and I guarantee it. And yeah, every day is a blessing that you wake up. So thank you for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you support me, give it a like or whatever. Help me out. If you're an actor yourself or whatever, or you're already out there, talk to me, you know, give me some advice. What do I do? I kind of know where I need to start. I did background acting as well, like a long time ago, but you know, help me out. I'll help you out. Anyways, bye.
I took your girl last week. Now I'm